Hello, I'm Jane Clarke. I'm a nutritionist and dietitian and a food writer. And I've looked after patients living with cancer for over 25 years. When you're going through cancer treatment, food can become a real battleground. So I'd like to talk to you about the types of foods that could help soothe and also just make coping with cancer and the treatments that you have to undergo that bit easier. So we're often asked, what is it within fruits and vegetables that makes them so amazing? And there's certain nutrients like fibres, which are great for the gut, vitamins and minerals, and certain vegetables like broccoli also contain protein. Now, when you're undergoing cancer treatment, the cancer treatment can attack the rapidly dividing cells, and that's why we need the cancer treatment. Our gut has lots of cells that are also rapidly dividing, so frequently the cancer treatments can affect the gut. Now, there are particular vegetables that you might just want to see if they're the ones that are causing you trouble. And I particularly find in my practice that things like cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, and artichoke can be really tough for a sensitive gut to digest. Keep a little diary and just record down what you're eating and you're drinking, and then record your symptoms. And you'll possibly see there are certain vegetables that you feel more comfortable with. Salads are amazing for you, but sometimes our body just can't take the raw stuff. So you might want to do something like traditional French salads where they cook the beans. By cooking the vegetables, you've actually made them easier on the gut. If you're struggling with a gut that's not going to the toilet that much, obviously as well as seeking medical advice, one thing you can do within your diet is actually increase the fruits and vegetables, because fruits and vegetables contain the fibres. And it's the fibres that when they're surrounded by water, they swell like a sponge, and the fibres stimulate the gut to get going. Often in my practice, I have questions from patients when they're told by their team that they shouldn't have supplements that contain antioxidants. And then it leads to the question, well, fruits and vegetables are rich in antioxidants. Does that mean that I should stay away from fruits and vegetables? And that's not the case. There won't be a problem with eating a diet that's rich in fruits and vegetables. And you should always check with your oncology team, your nurses, or get in touch with our Ask the Expert. When you're undergoing cancer treatment or you're living with cancer, sometimes your taste buds really struggle. And rather than just immediately going for having something like some more salt or some more pepper in something, perhaps look at some of the amazing herbs which you can get, because the herbs like mint, parsley, coriander, dill can just start to stimulate taste buds to make food feel far more appealing. And you can actually freeze herbs. You know, I get a massive bunch of basil or parsley, chop it up, freeze it in ice cubes, and then you can just take one out at a time, which can make it far more economical. You can equally do that with things like ginger. So ginger can be really soothing for a gut, especially if you're feeling sick. The trick is to actually freeze the whole root, and then you just get it out of the freezer frozen and you start grating it. And you can just make a ginger tea, or you can just put it in a soup. Now, the studies have not shown that organic vegetables and fruits contain more vitamins and minerals. You might prefer to eat organically, but you'll see that organic fruits and vegetables are very often more expensive in the shops. And particularly if you're on a limited budget, I don't think that you should worry about whether something is organic or not in the whole fruit and vegetable area. When you're on a limited budget, it can be really quite worrying if you're looking at fruits and vegetables and thinking, well, I really should be eating lots of fruits and vegetables, but they can seem very expensive. Firstly, frozen fruits and vegetables can be far more economical than fresh. Equally, eating seasonally, the shops get a large volume of a certain fruit or vegetable coming in, so it means that the prices can be lower. The other way that you can cut down a little bit on the expenditure is to cook a large batch of something in one go, and that particularly can be really useful if you're undergoing cancer treatment. What about frozen vegetables and frozen fruits? You might think, well, it's frozen, therefore it's not very good for me. Surely it's got less vitamins or minerals in than fresh. But in fact, that's not the case. They can be frozen and they contain a lot of vitamin C, because the vitamin C doesn't get destroyed by freezing. I always have frozen peas, broad beans, spinach and sweet corn. And then if you've got a ready-made soup and you're thinking, I need some more vegetables, then just pop some frozen peas in it. So if you've got any questions or comments about fruits and vegetables, leave them in the box below. And I'm one of the experts on the online community, so ask me a question. Join our community and get talking and sharing ideas.